Hernández, Peso Pluma. Yeah, well, that's my son likes that more. I'm more to like the old school, Los Tigres del Norte, Los Jefes de Jefes. You know?
Los Tres Animales, all that.
Los Bukis, ¿no?
Los Bukis también. The romantic songs.
So if you can have one band perform on August 3rd, who would you go with?
Probably Los Tigres del Norte.
It's Eminem. Are you excited to see Eminem perform?
Yeah, that's something different. That's something different that they're bringing boxing into, you know? They're gonna do like a little halftime and then he's gonna perform. That's amazing. Especially with Slim Shady, he's awesome.
I think it's going to be all Andy Ruiz, Pitbull Cruz, Ryu crowd.
Yeah, that's what they say, huh?
It's in LA.
I feel that's where all the more Mexican fan base is at, and you know, all the raza supporting us and all that. And they want to see putazos, you know, they want to see some
knockouts.
Big punches.
They throw putazos too, like your fight with Chris Arreola.
Oh, I know, right? Hopefully they keep it calm, they keep it easy, and enjoy the show, you know?
That brawl lasted like an entire round.
That's what they said, huh? When I was fighting this, there was like 4 or 3 different fights when I was fighting.
Do you think there should be more major cards like this in boxing?
Oh, for sure.
Boxing fans deserve more of this.
For sure, you know. But you know, I feel that's when the promoters need to come together. They need to collab together, and they need to work together instead of holding the fighters to their own, you know.
Speaking of promoters, your current situation right now, you are a free agent? Or?
I'm a free agent right now, and I'm just fighting for this first time with for Turkey and them. But like I said, he gives me the opportunity, and I'm really grateful for this. And this is just the beginning as well.
Would you entertain a third fight with Joshua?
Of course, man. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm back in action. I got to climb the ladders back and earn my fair title shot with him.
What's been the last 2 years been like for you, just away from boxing?
I kind of just been chilling, man. Just trying to meditate, trying to get myself back together, and you know, focus on the right things, you know, because all of us fighters, we all have our ups and downs. We have our roller coasters, but it's just we gotta find ourselves and continue the mission. What's the reason why we fight for? And I fight for my kids. I fight for me becoming the 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, and you know, giving God all the victory and all the glory for all my fights, even if I win or lose. You know, still having faith.
Talking about kids, I just saw your son working on the back right there. Did your dad teach you some tricks? Yeah,
this is my oldest son, Andy Ruiz the third. He's always been with me for all the fights. He's always supporting me right there. He's one of my biggest motivations as well, because you know, he wants to fight, but I fight so he doesn't have to fight, because this sport is ugly. This sport is hard, you know, and the last thing I want to see is my son getting punched in the face or getting hurt or anything like that. I tell my son, no, let me do it. I'll get hurt for you. You could focus on school. You could focus on other stuff, you know, that'll be a more important thing.
What's it like fighting across the ocean in Riyadh?
It feels good, you know, but sometimes you feel out of place, you know, you feel out of place, the timing, the zone, how it is, but you just gotta remember the mission. Remember to focus on the prize, and you're going over there to win, you know? You're going all the way, you're flying so many hours and hours, maybe one day to get that victory, you know? So I feel that that's a bigger push. But for other fighters, it could be hard, you know? It could be difficult, especially with me. The first time I fought in Macau, China, I had jet lag. Good thing I was there 2 weeks before my fight. But, you know, everything in this sport is all mental, everything.
The Wilder fight, it seems like that one is kind of gone at this point, isn't it?
It is, but, you know, things happen for a reason. I think God put me here. And, you know, he fought Joseph Parker. Me and him were going with negotiations, but boom, I had my surgery. like I said, it happened for a reason. Because what if I would have took the fight and boom, I would have got hurt. I wouldn't perform the same. So I'm actually happy. You know, everything's in God's timing.
Andy, I've known you about, I don't know, 14 years. You look the same now like you did 14 years ago. What's the secret?
I don't know. Just keeping it chill and just relaxing. You know. And the good thing is that I like taking a little bit of time off, just like how I did, even though I didn't want to. But I think it helped me. You know. I felt like when I kind of took a break, all the fighters were eliminating each other, so I feel I came in a good timing. I felt I'm in a really good timing right now.
You and Usyk is a big fight.
Yeah, God willing, man. That's what I told them in Las Vegas. I was like, man, it'll be amazing that me and you fight, but he has to fight Tyson Fury, in December.
Who wins that one, the rematch?
I don't know, but I'm going for Usyk, and I'm sure he'll get it.
Do you think he'll ever fight Fury?
Me? I don't know. He said that he could beat me with one hand in his back, but I don't know. I feel like he's already gone through a lot of wars, and maybe this will be his last fight.
With Jarrell Miller, he looked pretty sluggish in his last fight, weighed 333 pounds. Do you think essentially speed kills for you in this fight? You're going to get him out of there early?
God willing, I never, like I was telling everybody, I don't never predict the knockouts or anything like that, but I do predict that I'm going to get the victory. I'm going to come victorious in there. And I'm pretty sure he's going to come in lighter. I'm sure he's going to come in stronger because he's going to want to prove himself after his loss. So, that's why we're training hard. I'm not thinking like, oh, he's going to look the same way when he fought in his last fight in Saudi Arabia. No, I feel he's going to come in stronger. He's going to be more motivated. And that's exactly why we're in the ring. That's why we're training really hard and we're focused. I'm not underestimating nobody.
You obviously watched that fight. What was the difference in that fight for Miller against Floyd?
I think he was overweight. I think he got tired. He got tired really fast. I really don't know. I thought he was gonna win. I was actually in his corner. I was cheering for him. I met his father. I know everybody that was on his team, and I was actually cheering for him. I wanted him to win, but things happen for the reason. Dubois did his thing. He trained really hard for that fight, and that's exactly why he got that victory.
Did you take anything away from that fight and his loss, or you think it was just conditioning in his weight?
I don't know. I think it just wasn't his night, and I think the weight was a big factor because he weighed at 330 something pounds, and then after the weigh-in, I'm pretty sure he ate, so he was like at 350 because us heavyweights, and he loves eating burgers as well, like me too. So we gained like 10 pounds. So I'm sure he was almost at 350.
How much do you plan on weighing for the Miller fight?
I'm gonna weigh probably like the same that I weighed for Anthony Joshua. I didn't want to lose too much weight because I know he's coming in heavy. He's gonna be 300 and something pounds. Maybe not 330, but 300 for sure. So I'm gonna be like at 265, 268. But strong, explosive.
Is it hard to maintain that weight, or do you naturally?
No, actually, I didn't really have to lose a lot of weight. It just came out naturally, especially having Monir and my trainer Pollo, just training hard, and he makes me the best breakfast ever. It don't even look like a diet. So as long as we didn't focus on weight, we just focused on perfecting the craft and the abilities and explosiveness, counter punching, speed, movement, all that. Just basically perfecting the craft.
With your body type, though, the more you work out, like, do you notice that you drop down weight significantly, or you kind of just like plateau at a certain weight?
Yeah, you start losing weight, especially in that gym. And once you guys go, hopefully next week, you guys are gonna feel the heat because it is pretty hot. So I suggest you guys wear a muscle shirt because it gets really hot in there. But yeah, we've been training really hard, man.
The reason why I asked that is I know you've seen like the photos that showed you like all like skinny, like and buff, but like, has it ever crossed your mind like, hey, what if I go on a strict diet? Could I drop down another weight class? Like, is that possible?
No, I didn't want to because ever since I felt the way when I fought Chris Arriola, I tried to focus too much. That's exactly what I was telling the people upstairs on the interviews, that I kind of listen too much on the comments of what people say, and I was like, you know what? what if I do lose so much weight and then I look good and all that? But no, God made me a champion, chubby, chiseled, and strong. So why change it if it worked the first time? So I wanna continue the journey, continue the mission, just how God made me, but just working harder.